Good evening, Timmies. Wait, I have an announcement. I was given 2 Into the Radius keys by CM Games. Huge shout out to them. That's amazing that they did this. So if you join my Discord, link will be below, and join my stream, which is November 23rd. So this Saturday, this video should come out on Thursday. So join that. Join the stage when I go live, 8 p.m. Saturday. There's 2 keys. One's for Into the Radius 1, one's for Into the Radius 2. I'm just going to be random number generating. If you're in the stage while I'm live, you got a chance to get it. There's probably gonna be like 20, 25 people there, so you got a good chance of getting it. Anyways, intro aside, Into the Radius is a game that has been out for just over 5 years. It came out November 6, 2019, and a lot of people are still wondering to this day, is it a good game after 5 years? And to put it simple, absolutely, this game is 100% worth it today. Sure, there are other games that have more features, they might look a little bit better, but at the same time, Into the Radius is a unique experience that no other game that I have found so far captures just as well as this game does. I have been playing this game for years. I have played 1.0 and 2.0 and Into the Radius 2. All 3 of those absolute 10 out of 10s. My Steam says I have 228 hours on it, but that's not right because one of my saves is 215 hours and then my other 2 add up to more than 228. For some reason, my cloud didn't sync. I think I'm at like roughly 400 hours total, but that could be a lie. Anyways, you're not here to hear me yap about how I've played the game. You're here to know if Into the Radius is still relevant. Even after 5 years, I think this game had potential to go farther than it is now. It still has a massive following, but I feel like other games such as Ghost of Tabor, Strayed, Pavlov, all those, the only thing that they have over this is the fact that they are multiplayer. Into the Radius being a single-player game is, not in my opinion, what holds it back. I like the fact it's single-player. It really makes it a horror game, which is what it is. It's a horror shooter. And I think multiplayer kind of ruins that. Into the Radius 2, I think, actually is sick with multiplayer. And both games are extremely different, kind of in the same way that they're similar. But multiplayer doesn't really tie into the first one as well as the second one. However, what Into the Radius lacks with multiplayer, it 100% makes up for immersion. If you search up Into the Radius anywhere, I guarantee one of the first 3 things you're going to see is how immersive this game is. There is nothing better than having to manually load your magazines, clean your guns to make sure they don't jam, and constantly watching your back to see if a seeker, fragment, mimic, spawn, anything's running up behind you. Now, I don't know if it's just because I've played this game so much and I play way too many horror games, but I don't think this game is actually scary. I think it's more of like the environment and you being alone in the zone. I think that's the scary part. Although, that's not to say that some entity can just run up behind you, scream at you, do whatever. I've seen a lot of videos and comments of people saying they can't play this game because it's too scary. I don't think that it's like a genuine horror game. If you struggle with slight jump scares and like loud noises, then maybe this game isn't for you. But I mean, don't be a bitch. Just play the game. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. You're gonna laugh at the scares 10 minutes after they happen. I promise you, it's worth it to just buy the game.
There we go. Oh shit, my God.
For me, this game has made up a new term that I like to call Into the Radius panic, which is when you hear that glorious click of your gun when there's a big tall man screaming at you, running straight in your direction, and all you can do is just turn around and hope that God you remember where you put your mags in time. The genuine fear that you can feel while doing this is when I allow people to say this is a horror game, because it is a feeling that you have to experience to understand it. I know that looking at it, it's like, okay, whatever, like just run away and shoot at him. When you are in VR and you can hear it screaming through the headset, it is a completely different scenario. The amount of hot, steamy bricks I have laid so gently in my pants, hoping that a mimic will not run up on me while I'm loading a magazine, is far too many to count. CM Games has made, I know the best AI system VR, really any flat screen game has ever seen. Depending on the gun that the Mimic has, they will keep their special distance. So snipers, VSS, AKM Mimics, they're obviously going to keep a pretty large distance. Snipers more than assault rifles. But then the shotgun Mimics and the pistol or police Mimics, they're going to run at you, get within like 10, 15, maybe 20 feet. Depends. Sometimes it bugs out. It's not perfect, but for the most part, they will keep their set distance.
How is he not dead? What?
I am seriously in love with everything in this game, and the gunplay is just out of this world. It feels better than it looks on my screen. And again, it's something that you're just gonna have to take my word for. Like, if you are considering on buying this game, do not think, oh, this game's 5 years old. There's no way it's good. No, 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 no. This is a top tier game. This is, in my opinion, the best possible game on the VR market. The looting mechanics as well just make this game easily a 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, you can buy guns, you can find guns, you gotta clean guns. If you love guns, why do you not have this game? Also, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but this game alone taught me every single caliber that's in this game, which is like, I don't know, 10, 11. I don't know how many different calibers there are, but if you don't really understand bullets, this game will teach you. I didn't know jack. I knew 5.56 and 9mm going into this, and came out with a lot more. I mean, there's two 9mm in this game. There's like 8.762s. It's insane. And at first, it'll be annoying. You're going to wonder why 5.45 isn't going into a 7.62 mag. Trust me, you'll learn. And once you do learn, you realize, oh my gosh, this game is crazy in depth. I have to fit the right bullet in the magazine. I have to find the right bullet. I have to see the right bullet. I have to buy the right bullet. I have to look at the right bullet. There's also Hollow Point, which is like the cheap surplus ammo. AP, Subsonic, FMJ. There's 5 bullet types. Oh, and slugs and buckshot. Like, dude, if you love bullets, if your heart desires bullets in this game, I mean, not in this game, in real life, then this game is for you. I cannot stress how fun it is to find your 1.556 that you needed, tip off that magazine, put it back in, pull back the charging handle. Oh, it'll bring a tear to your eye. They also have a fucking grenade launcher that you can put under any AK, except for, I think, the AK-74U, because that one's... He's not very long of a barrel, but he's average. Okay, the throwing's kind of shit. Now, I'm not some little sissy boy who's going to start off the game in whatever mode it's called, where you can save and have the easy difficulty settings on. Nah, 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 nah. I raw dogged it. I started out on Iron Man. I highly recommend you don't do that. And I was on the normal difficulty. However, if you're new to VR, still get this game, I don't care, then you might want to crank down some of the settings, because this game can be a little difficult to learn. It is a lot to take in, and it's extremely different from every other VR game. So, I mean, if you're bad, crank down the settings. If you're really good, crank them up. The sniping in this game is also phenomenal. Saying it's extremely satisfying when you hit any part of a mimic is an understatement. I mean, oh god, it's just like, God. I mean, sniping in this game is you need to play it when you snipe at least once, please. It's amazing. Something else I forgot to say earlier was that this game, for its time, had the best graphics in VR, hands down. Better than Half-Life Alyx, 100%. And I think there are a few games that have now done a little bit of a better job, but Into the Radius 2 has done better than them. So technically, Into the Radius still holds the best VR graphics I've ever seen. However, that's the second one. Don't get me wrong, the first one still has amazing graphics. The video doesn't really do it justice because I turned the graphics down a lot to save my PC from dying. Because again, I had a lot of stuff running in the background for different reasons, but the graphics are insane. Just look at the textures on these guns and the lighting. I will say that Vano, which is the home base area that I'm at right now, has the best lighting in the game. The zones in the radius have good lighting, but Vano is definitely way better. And the guns aren't perfect. I like the way they are, but again, they have the best lighting right where I was standing. In the radius, they won't look as good. Into the radius, oh my god, why did I say it like that? Into the radius 2, however, does a much better job of making sure the guns always look clean. They always look great. That's why, I mean, Into the Radius 2 is literally just the better Into the Radius, obviously. I just wanted to get that out there. The only thing I really dislike about the guns is the fact that they literally have no weight. No items in this game do. I think that was just popular back when this game was first created, as well, like a difficult mechanic to make. Once again, Into the Radius 2 fixes this. Guns have weight, everything. I think everything has weight. But that's why my hands are like, they look so shaky, is because the slightest movement will make your hands, well, move. And you might have seen, like when I was sniping, the whole like that breath mechanic. You literally just have to hit a button on your controller and it stabilizes it for you, which I think is like the best way they could have combat the no weight. CM games just, they do everything perfect, no glaze. And the amount of guns in this game is also a lot. It's honestly to the point where there are so many. I only end up using like 4, maybe. I don't even know if I use 4. I was going to say 4, maybe 5. I feel like it's 3, maybe 4 in a usual playthrough because you don't need 8 AKs in like a VSS. I usually get M9, M4, and then I think Scar, which really you're set there. Although for a new player, I'm pretty sure my first run through I got like 6 guns. One of them was a shotgun. I just wanted to feel them, which you should too. It'll make your story last longer. Which leads me right into my next rant about the lore. This game and its storyline and lore, wonderful. I will say that it's a little hard to understand the lore. It's not like Boneworks level bad where you have to watch 9 videos to get the first 10 minutes locked in your head. This game, they have a Discord server channel dedicated to lore, so if you're like kind of foggy on one specific part, go to that. I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil the endings. Ending was great. I can't wait for the second one. The way everything ties into it, there's like core missions that you know you're going to get a lot of fights. Then there's side missions. You can do operation cleanups, find an artifact, take pictures of enemies, get freaky. All of the footage that you're seeing in this video, I actually did not have a single mission going because I just wanted to relax and play the game. So if I was doing missions, there would be a lot more mimics, everything. There might be specific items I have to grab. I just wanted to get raw footage. So this content, imagine like twice as more action when you are playing because you're going to be doing missions if you're not an idiot like I am. Anyways, I think that that's all I really have to say. I can't really milk the game anymore. If you are still debating on whether or not you want this game, I will have more videos coming out in the future. Not 100% sure what they will be about. It might be Into the Radius 2. It might be this game, might be both. I don't know. You're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully that will make up your mind. Again, I want to thank the developers at CM Games for giving me the opportunity to give away 2 keys. I am forever grateful. I will support this game for as long as I can and as much as I can because, I mean, it's my favorite VR game. It should be yours if you get it, if you have it, actually. So just make sure you join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And Into the Radius has their own Discord server, obviously. I recommend you join that too, even if you don't have the game. I mean, there's amazing people. I met someone like 2 days ago who helped me with setting up things in Into the Radius 2, early access, switching to the beta, all that. Their community, if you think the Ghost of War community, somehow, if you think that it's nice, then Into the Radius is like heaven. I mean, everyone there is nice. No one really argues. Ghost of War can be a war zone people are snobby. I'm not dissing their community. Well, I kind of am, but I'm just saying that Into the Radius is a much more calm and collected server, if that's what you're looking for.
What? Oh, I ran out of bullets. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. This is why you clean your guns.
If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I am hoping to see you in my next video.
That guy
It will be
running around.
Radius related somehow. I have no idea. I'm streaming. Honestly, I'm going to be streaming a lot because I got the whole next week off. I'm yapping too much. Anyways, thank you. Watch this last clip if you want. If not, I'll see you next one.
That's just a cow. What? I could have sworn that went. Oh, I know what happened now.